What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? That's right. You have just tuned in to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I am James John. I'll be your host today, comedian extraordinaire. And I got to remind all you people, please watch me on Xfinity Comcast on the show called The Lowdown, late night talk show. That's called The Lowdown, not The Down Low. That is a different show altogether, hosted by Patricio. But anyway, I'm joined in studio, my friends, by some very good, funny people that you know and love. Let's go start with our men. We're going to start with our Godfather Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller. Ken Miller, how you doing today, bro?
Man, I'm excited, legs tired, but I'm good, bro.
There you go. All right, Ken's been doing Pilates.
Oh, no. Shout out to Chris Alexander for having me in Tampa to see Russell Peters, but didn't have us backstage passes, so we had to stand and wait for 3 hours to get backstage.
Oh, where was it at?
At the Hard Rock. I almost cussed.
Wow. You almost cursed him out, man.
We get there. He's like, yeah, man, Russell invited us, blah, blah, blah. We get there. We ain't on no list.
Wow.
Nothing. So we
had to get in.
Finally, because Russell's performing. So finally he saw his phone, was like, oh, snap. Let me send my security down to get you guys. And an hour later, his security finally came and got us. And we finally got up there for the 9 o'clock show. We got to go backstage kick it. Shout out to Russell Peters, man.
One of the nicest headliners, man.
Come on. One of the nicest guys. Bro, so we get back there. And this how fame works. We get back there. It's all different types of food. Yeah. It's like fried chicken, it's pizza, it's sushi, it's Chinese. It's just a lot of food.
It's a smorgasbord.
So I'm talking to CL. I don't know if you know CL, the suit guy does all the suits. Mm-hmm. So CL is like, yeah. So
CL the brand.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's my dude.
Bro, he said Russell walked up to everybody with a piece of paper that had Hard Rock on it and said, here, write on here what you want to eat, no matter what it is.
Yep.
They was going to get KFC. They was going to, it was 45 different restaurants.
Bro, guys,
like,
if you're listening to this,
fame.
Ken is not lying. First off, Russell Peters does that. He wants to make sure everybody around him is comfortable, everybody feels good. So he will do that, what he's just talking about right there. Go get this dude KFC. Bro, I'm going to tell him to go to Wingstop Miami. They'll do it.
Bro, and then we in the green room, mad liquor, smoking cigars.
Yeah.
It's the little smoke. I'm like, yo, the sprinkler's going to go. It's like 75. First of all, it's mad people in the green room.
Yeah,
like he know everybody. The DJ for Houdini was there. Some NBA players was there. Some guy that used to be the president of the travel channel and Discovery Channel. Like it was just like people there that, you know what I mean? Like everybody, we out in there smoking cigars. I'm like, there's no way this is legal.
Oh no, nah.
When you're that important, laws don't matter when you're important.
Bro, so which is true, man. But 2 sold out shows. But shout out to Russell Peters. But shout out for Chris, man. I was mad until I got backstage, and I loved them again. But I was bad.
All right, guys. That was Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando comedy. Of course, I got to also shout out on the show. We have the man that makes this happen each and every week. He can practice law in 18 states, 3 galaxies, and 2 solar systems. I want y'all to give it up for the man, the myth, the legend. He makes comics. He's a lawyer as well. I'm talking about Jeff Kaufman, everybody. The man, the myth, the legend. Jeff, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm real good, man. I didn't get to see Russell Peters, but I saw Sean Wayans on Saturday at the Improv. And he was fantastic. I loved him. I wasn't expecting much, and he delivered for about an hour and 10.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wayans, man. I look at Jeff going out for Black History Month early.
I always drive west to see like Wu-Tang.
You
Sean
do.
Wayans. I go west to find all my African American friends.
We got to go to another concert. By the way, that was amazing.
So did white people. They went west.
they got one. Hey, I got one.
Hey, they went west and was like, yo, you know what? Man, we can just take this land too.
Dude, there you go. There you go. Also, we are joined in the building with a good friend of mine, Patricio, aka Rocky. You know him and love him from the Aaron Morris Law Firm, and you also know him from the podcast With a Side of Chaos. Rocky, how you feel, man?
I'm doing good. And just a shout out to you ladies out there. Just because your man did not buy you a drink does not mean you can come up to me and ask me to cover your freaking tab. I'm just saying that. I had a really bad experience this weekend over at Southern Nights.
Oh, okay. First off,
no. Before we go into that, James. Before we go into that, We always drop this dude's podcast. Has any of y'all ever seen this damn podcast?
I've been on it 4 times.
You've been on it. I've
been on it 4 times, dude.
I ain't never been on the one seeing this podcast.
You've been on my podcast. You've been on my boss's podcast.
I don't remember. Jeff, I think you front money for something that he lying about. You need to see some papers.
Oh, yeah. No, wait a second. Jeff, you too. You've been on my podcast.
You got confidentiality. I was actually representing you. I walked in to help you out. And next thing I know, there's a mic in front of me. I don't know. I was there to handle a legal problem of yours. And next thing I know, I'm on something.
On top of that, James, you've been on my boss's podcast.
I sure have.
My podcast that we recorded at Real Radio back in the day.
Absolutely. I was on your podcast like 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, man. That's how I first met Patricio, man. He asked me to be a guest.
You've never seen my podcast.
And we've been friends ever since.
Back in the day. What we talking, 2014?
I am the ranked number 3 podcaster by Orlando Magazine 2022, and probably 7th or 8th in Orlando Weekly. But that's
3, son. That's 1, 2, 3, son. Yo,
hey, a dude won best comedian in Florida, in Orlando, and ain't nobody ever seen him.
We don't talk about that bit.
Patricio, I don't believe your podcast exists. I just don't. Wow. I've never seen it. I don't think it exists. But go ahead, man. What girl ripped you out?
No. You got wait. You got to rewind that because he said this happened at Southern Nights. Southern Nights is a gay bar, is it not?
Yes, sir. It is.
Ooh. Well, now you know.
Oh, you know what?
She identified that somebody was taking your money,
bro. We're not judging. We're not judging you, bro.
He said she identified as somebody that took his money.
That was actually funny right there. Man, finally Jewish humor comes in.
Patricio, I'm gonna tell you like we told people in the hood, hey man, if you don't scream, I won't holler. You do your thing.
Hey man. Hey, Patricio, you got to check.
That's right. Let me see a baby picture.
I got called out. I got called out to Southern Nights because a friend of mine was out there with her roommate and her friends. And I'm like, well, look, I'm over here. Give me a few. I'll come by in a bit. So I do. And one of our homegirls gets introduced to me. And she's like, oh, this is so-and-so. And she introduces me to the dude that she's with. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Patricio. And then like right before the drag show started, I'm sitting down. I have my seat. I got my drink. I'm ready to go. Got my singles ready. Got to promote. Got to help out the community.
There you go,
and
bro.
then this girl walks up to me. And she's like, hey, Patricio, the guy that I'm with right now, he doesn't want to buy my drink. You want to buy my drink? And I'm like, boo-boo, you doing this all wrong. You ain't going to come in like that. Like,
normally I just hand you a Franklin. I can buy me drinks.
Like, that's not how this works. And like, I got offended a little bit because I'm like, oh, just because I'm a guy at a bar, I'm obligated to buy you drinks.
But hold up. Patricio, how old are you again?
I'm 37.
And that offended you? Because I would have been like, yeah, I got you.
Well, because of the fact that a lot of things now, like the double standard doesn't apply to guys. And
you're the old guy at the club now. This is going to happen.
Yeah. But Jay, you know me. I've always been who won't drink person.
Okay. But that's here's the difference, Ken. She doing it not off the fact of, hey man, hey bro, do me a solid. We boys.
Yeah,
we boys. No,
I still would have bought it.
I still would have bought it. You're a man.
Would have came at me and asked me, "Hey, listen, I'm a little bit of a tight mind. Can you help me out? I got you, no problem. I have no problem covering a drink. But if you're gonna come at me like that and be like, oh, because he can't buy it, you buy it of buying it.
Hold on. I figured this out. You don't have to tell anymore. Watch this. No. He wasn't interested in her. If she would have been good looking, that story would have been different. He would have here's your drinks.
No, she's attractive. She's
not in a way you wanted to take her home,
but you don't want her. There you go. I can't argue with this argument.
That's 2 in the free throw.
That is hearsay. I can't.
No. You know what? I'm gonna allow it.
I don't know, man. I probably would have bought the drink. I don't think that would have bothered me. If somebody came up to me and was like, "Yeah, man, my man can't buy me no drink. You'll buy me one." I probably would have went ahead and bought the drink. It won't bother me. You know me. That's just who I am.
Well, I'm gonna say this on air, young ladies. If there's a man that you're with and he don't buy you drinks, don't come looking for James. If I buy you a drink, that means we go together because I gotta go to your house and live. I can't go home. That's what that means. My wife gonna kill both of us,
bro. For real,
for real.
For real.
You gotta be joking, no kid.
Hey, I was there. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, I know. Hey, bro. Hey.
Kid's like, hey, she stabbed 3 people. I know,
bro. I told that lady, girl, if you don't put your goddamn leg down.
No, it just bothers me because of the whole double standard. I'm like, what's homeboy from Avengers, Anthony McKay, when he was on Wendy Williams, and you ever heard the skit about
Daddy
Daddy
sandwich? Yeah.
You expect this from me. You expect this from me. You expect this from me, but then make Daddy a sandwich. Not that I'm saying I wanted something in return, but it's just the double standard.
What bothered you is she assumed.
She assumed.
There
it is. There it is. I'm dropping it
about it.
Listen, you should have been glad she came up to you and didn't think you were like a pedophile or something and wanted to actually get something from you.
Yeah, she assumed.
She looked at you and goes, "You know what? If I have to, I could do this."
She said,
and that was a compliment.
Patricio, a gentleman, he'll buy me a drink and come to find out
not him. No,
pure a-hole that doesn't even have a podcast. Like that's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad though. I thought I knew you. I thought I knew you, Rocky. That lady over
like,
there.
My little brother has a podcast.
Over there thirsty. And Patricio like, I ain't buy you no drink, bitch. You see your man right there, but he doesn't have any money. Ebony's a Scrooge ass.
That's my problem.
Now she walking around sounding like a Southern Baptist preacher. I'm so thirsty.
Look at you, man. I thought you was a gentleman, bro. You know, Ebony's a Scrooge.
I am a gentleman, but a gentleman gonna take care of a lady, not a bitch.
What'd she say afterwards?
Yeah, what'd she say afterwards?
See, this is the story. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Give me that look like, okay. You know what, James? You know,
I know what look you're talking about. Yeah, like how
dare
you?
Whatever.
You know how many men want me?
I ain't falling for it, James. Patricio bought that drink.
I did not. No.
That's because he had $6 on him. That's how come.
Just
log into your bank account right now. Put it up. Let us see. I want to see if you had any transactions in Southern Nights.
Let me see your cash app.
That's a skill card. What are you talking about?
I bought my drinks.
Let me see your cash app.
Just add backstory.
Hey, his A Scott card. That's what we're looking for.
Question, Patricio, you go out a whole lot, man. I'm just curious, man. As a dude that don't go out at all, what are you spending drinks a week on average, bro? You'll be out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear, yes, I am out a lot. I do socialize heavily. However, I go to places that I'm very good friends with the owners, with the bartenders.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And I just tip good and I'm taken care of. And that's all I'm going to say about that. How dare
200 in tips.
Yeah. I'm the same. And James, I'm the same. You know,
is that about right?
If you go anywhere with me, most people know who I am. Mm-hmm. And so the drinks are either free or very discounted, and then I tip big.
Exactly.
But I was gonna say this, man. This is something you all should learn out there as far as bar etiquette. Even if you got to hook up at the place you're drinking,
you tip
heavy.
Yeah.
Tip heavy. We tip heavy when we go out. Yeah,
and you got to hook up.
Yes,
not
exactly. No,
you
no.
You have to understand.
Not the posse.
Not the posse. Now, if they get your posse around, that's okay.
And he brought 9 people with him.
Yeah,
you know what he does it. That clown car pulled up Miata. I've never seen 11 people fitting on Miata. He pops them out there. They're in the trunk everywhere.
Sometimes I'm Mexican. You have no idea how many people I can fit in my little Nissan Versa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a Versa, dog. Hey. Yeah, that's why I see why you was at Southern Nights. You drive a Versa, B.
Okay, guys, we'll be right back right here on Real Radio 104.1.
I got good
body, and welcome back. You are still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. This is James in the Big Chair. Today, I am hosting, joined in studio with Mr. Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando comedy, from the podcast With a Side of Chaos. And yes, it exists. Talking about Patricio, aka Rocky. We're talking about my good friend who is a lawyer who makes comic books, and he is a comedian. We are talking about Jeff Kaufman as well. Rounds out our group right here online for you guys on Real Labs. Now, I want to remind everybody you can go listen to our past episodes. Be sure to go check out us on iTunes. You can get us on Spotify, and you can now see us on YouTube. That's right. You can see these beautiful faces to match these smooth, velvety voices. Please go follow us. Subscribe, like, comment, share, tell everybody, tell your friends, tell your mama. We need people to like.
You better not bring your friends.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, man. The saga continues. Now, we were talking about before we went to break about how much you guys spend on an average when it comes to drinking per week. Now, Patricio, he didn't give us a figure, but I'm gonna guess, Patricio, you probably like 150, 200 a week.
Just about. I budget myself pretty good when it comes to going out, and depending on
but you work a lot. I got to put that out there. You work hard, so you play hard. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I bust my ass 9 to 5 here at the law office, and then I'm busting my ass with trivia, bingo, podcast editing, podcast distribution. And Jeff, just because I didn't finish that night does not mean you don't get the tip. No.
Wow, got him.
You get no tip unless you finish. That's the way that works, man.
But no. I'm blessed enough these last few months that I have a little bit extra income coming in, and yeah, I'm able to have a good time when I go out with my people.
Nice, which I ain't mad at all. Jeff, how much you spend? But you big dog though. I get it, big dog. How much you spend in a week?
If I go out, if I go out, if I'm out,
you go out.
It's a little bit. But I'm normally working 7 days a week.
You are.
I never know. But if I'm on break, I'll hurt a bar.
I know you would.
It's just the way it works. I mean,
because I've been with you and we've heard a little. We've heard a little bit. We go places, man. Yeah, but you do work hard, though, man. I give you a lot of credit, Jeff. You work like a Jamaican dude.
Listen, I waited tables. I waited tables through 9 years of college and law school.
You will work.
I don't know what 25% looks like. I don't know what 30% looks like. I mean, I would say on average, I tip a third on everything.
And I've seen more. Do it.
Whether it be a haircut, whether it be this, because I know how bad these people are getting screwed on a daily basis by people. I make up a little bit for other people.
You do.
I think that's important.
A great perspective. I'm so glad you said it, because a lot of people think because you are a successful lawyer that people like you don't really tip. That is not true. I've been out
hotels. No, that's Europeans. Europeans don't tip, but
we tip.
Like hotel room, I stay anywhere. I throw money on the table.
Me too.
Because they don't get paid anything. People who, if you can make one of these people's days a little better, why not? That's enough, man. Because it's a crappy job, man.
Gotcha. All right. So Jeff will shut a bar down. We know that. Mr. Ken Miller, that leaves you, sir, because I ain't spending out a damn thing. I'm in home.
Like Patricio said, if usually I go somewhere and they know me, I'm not paying, for much. But if I go somewhere now, because most time now I'm just cigars and at Corona, I'm probably, if I go to Corona on a night, I'm gonna spend $100.
Because it's a night out.
Because I'm cigaring, I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying? That's by myself. Now if I got the Crown Royal boys who ain't never got no money, then I gotta go to my that's the one that my wife don't know about account. And then I can go in there and I drop about 200.
The Sanka coffee cup.
Yeah.
Sanka coffee cup. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But if it's me and wifey, we her. She doesn't drink anymore, but when she did drink, she drinking,
top shelf. Always top shelf.
Yeah. I gotta be straight with you. I'd rather waste it on food. If I have a choice to spend my money, I'd rather spend it on food. I was in Tampa this weekend and I went to 2 of the most ridiculous food places in Tampa. And these were in places I never heard about before. And they were like ridiculous good. I was so happy to buy food, because Orlando, we only have so much food here. But Tampa, they have a lot of restaurants, a lot of fusion places, a lot of cool things. They're building a lot of stuff downtown.
They do.
I went to this place called Yulee, which is supposed to be this Native American. Holy Jesus, that was good.
Yeah, my wife took us there. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me look that Yulee up and make sure this is a place, because I think this is
Native American. They said it's like a Native American. Everything was like something that the Native Americans used to eat, but there's no way they were eating chili, gator, boarhead chili. It was,
bro. Let me tell you something. This is the place. They had, and I know this gonna be crazy, the best meatloaf.
Are you for real?
It was, bro. It was so good that I think we went back the next day to get it again.
Damn.
Yeah, it was so good, bro. It was
the baked chicken was ridiculous too, though. I enjoyed that. But I'm about food, man. I think but I've been trying to eat better because I'm fat. So that's hard, man. It doesn't come off you.
Nope. Bro,
I'm gonna tell you something though.
It doesn't help that we're all drinking all the time too.
Hey,
well, I got the solution, but it ain't right. It ain't right. Here's the solution.
Hey, that powder, ain't right. You about to be on that powder, baby.
No, it's not the powder. It's a shot, man. It's not good.
Oh, I heard about that shot.
The shot is serious, man. You go in there, they give you one in the arm to keep you going, and they shoot one like this little shot in your stomach, and you're not hungry all week.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. You only eat half the food.
But I heard like once you start that treatment, it's like you can't get off of it because it's like you have to continue this going, or else like you're just gonna
once you lose like the 30-40 pounds, then you can make a decision. But when you're chunky monkey like me, you got to like think about it. Or as Ken calls me, thick. We got these issues, man.
I can't say you slim thick.
Hey, I've come up with this. This is my thing. Now that I always go to the doctor regularly. Every year I go for my physical. Yeah. My cholesterol was up. I started taking the cholesterol medicine. I got checked for my heart. My heart is fine. I figured, I'm on the cholesterol medicine. Hey, man, my heart fine. Hey, bro, I'm gonna live it up.
I'm gonna write that on your tombstone. Hey, I'm gonna live it up.
I'm gonna live it up, yo. Hey, James, you know what I want on my tombstone? You better not bring your kids. Oh, shoot.
But no,
actually, mine would say, "Are you comfortable?"
That'd be comfortable. Hey, I saw shout out to Mark Vera. I see he's back on the road again, man. Good for him.
Yo, I just did Low Spot, and the cat that was the headliner was Kenny Williams. That's cool with him, Vieira, Capone. They all started together. They all started together. Yeah. Dog. That Lowe's new room, dog. Let me tell you something. Good. Standing ovation.
Wow, congratulations, bro.
I had to shish the crowd.
That's funny.
Because I couldn't go on. I had to be like, I got 10 minutes.
Was it the Playhouse?
No, it was the bowling alley place. It's a bowling alley that has a club inside of it.
I like bowling alleys.
And they blacked it out. And bro, I was making fun of this lady who had a shaved haircut. I do the grandma joke.
Yeah.
And she had a shaved head, but she had like the other hair on this side. And she was talking mad junk. And she's talking mad junk. I said, I ain't gonna fuck with a bitch who hair look like this. And I took my shirt and put it on my head. And it had bro, I thought she ran to the stage to high five me. She was laughing so hard. Like they going crazy. Hey man, I know we all over the place, but shout out to Los Entertainment. The only reason I thought because of Mark Vieira and Kenny Williams. Shout out to Los because he's gonna have Mark there in June. So I was like, man, I'll come
Mark's
back.
Coming.
Yeah, I'll come because they homies. Like that's his dog. Like they know each other.
Yeah,
I said I swing back through, man, to drop 10 minutes for Mark, bro.
True, we love that.
In that room was that good. That room was that good. But yeah, man, you leave the joint, man. That meatloaf was the joint, bro.
Okay, well, see, we fat kids. We always get back to talking about food. But I wanted to ask you something real. Oh wait. First off, I got a beef with the Oscars. I want to say real quick. I don't know if you guys seen this, but they dropped the Oscar nominations for everybody to take a look at and hear. And wasn't a lot of black folks nominated this year, y'all.
Gee, I was so last year.
Huh? Bro, last year they went all in, but this year I've seen more color at an Apple store. Like, bro, that was bro. No, real, bro. Viola Davis got snubbed. I'm gonna say this, bro. I saw Woman King, amazing. She got snubbed, bro. I'm just saying Viola Davis is one of the best damn actresses we have right now. And they not even nominating her for stuff, man. So I'm just my little beef with the Oscars. Do better, Oscars. Okay.
That's always been a thing. That's why I always told my people, man, I'd be more excited to win NAACP Image Award over an Oscar.
I hear you.
I mean, honestly,
wow,
man,
wow. I wish I could look at you straight in the face and go, yeah, that's it. No. I got to ask Russell. I got Russell Brand, not Russell Brand, but the guy from Grimm. I had him on and I asked him the difference in Tony and Oscar. He goes, Oscar gets me paid.
He's not lying. in his field,
but I think he's lying because Cuba won one and Cuba ain't done nothing. Cuba ain't getting paid.
He did a lot of bad movies afterwards that he got paid for.
Cuba did a
Have you heard of Snow Dogs, good sir?
I mean, look at.
Have you heard of
Monique? Monique won. That might work for white actors, but Monique won an Oscar. She ain't getting paid.
Monique got herself blackballed.
No, they blackballed Monique because she's a strong black woman.
She was strong, right? She told them she wasn't getting paid. They go, guess what? No, you weren't.
Ken, my bad. I didn't know we was lying. My bad. I just tell the truth. My bad, dog.
I think that Oscar thing worked for white actors. I don't think it worked that way for black actors.
I think it helped Denzel.
But Denzel is the GOAT.
Denzel.
Will Smith went from Fresh Prince to a lot of money.
Yeah, but Will Smith ain't win an Oscar to Ali. He was already
nominated for a lot of it. He was nominated.
But nominated and winning ain't the same.
It's kind of the same a little bit.
He can't even go back for 9 more years.
No.
He don't care.
That thing worked. That thing worked for the white man, brother. That thing worked for the white man.
Okay, well, what about all the years that Leonardo DiCaprio got snubbed for an Oscar?
He white, bro. He gonna get paid regardless.
Hey,
Hollywood is white, son.
Hey, Leo don't need no Oscar. They pay him in models.
Bro, they pay him in 21-year-olds.
Hey, Eddie Murphy got paid $10 million for talking like a donkey. Come on. Some people getting paid.
They pay a girl to stand still like an Oscar for him. Just 18.
Y'all over here choke. I'm over here about to die, yo.
Just let her go home with him. Paint her gold. Here you go, Leo.
Hey, man, dude. Let me see. How much Halle Berry get a movie?
I don't think it's a lot. Not anymore. And she won an Oscar. You're right. Look it up, real
quick. But a lot of women who get Oscars don't come back and make money. Men get the money.
That is true.
Women very rarely get the money unless you do those rom-coms.
Let's say Holly's get 10 to 12 million a movie.
You mean Halle?
Okay, look up real quick, Ken, while we're looking at the economic inequality between men and women actors. Who's the highest paid woman? Look that up. Let's see who that is real quick. So I gotta guess who it is.
Well, he'll work it out.
I think it's gonna be Sandra Bullock.
But my boy Tom Cruise is the highest paying actor.
I thought it was Rob.
No, he got points on
James.
Points on Top Gun.
I don't think you're gonna get this.
Black girl, the highest paid actress.
Who?
It's not Jennifer Lawrence.
No,
it's not Sandra Bullock.
Nope.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Scarlett Johansson.
ScarJo.
Okay.
But you know who's number 2?
Who?
Sofia Vergara.
Shut up.
Really?
And number three, Reese Witherspoon. Number 4, Angelina Jolie. Number 5, Gal Gadot. Number 6, Julia Roberts. Number 7, Jennifer Lawrence, who I can love. Number 8, Jennifer Aniston. Number 9, Melissa McCarthy. And number 10, Kaylee. I don't know how to say her name. Kuoko. Kaylee from
Big Bang.
Yeah.
She also does Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, the animated series.
Yeah, but Sofia Vergara for real?
Yeah. And it's only one. It's only one black woman in the top 20, and that's Viola Davis. She's number 19 at 15 million.
Damn.
Scarlett Johansson, brother, number 1, man.
How much Tyler Perry don't pay nobody?
Bro, what are you talking about?
He don't pay people. Come on, he's the cheapest sets on the planet.
Hey James, don't we gotta go to break?
No, the set. That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You know what? Let's just pause for the calls right there.
Yeah.
We have a racial incident.
You lied about it.
I look it up. Look it up. Total budget $6 million.
On Real Radio.
How you gonna make $5? How you gonna have a total budget of $5 million in pay?
104.1. I'm your host today, Mr. James John, comedian extraordinaire. I'm joined in virtual studio today with Mr. Ken Miller. We got Patricio and of course Mr. Jeff Kaufman. Now we were just having a heated debate about how much Hollywood actors and actresses make, and we then got changed over to Mr. Tyler Perry as a producer. We're arguing whether or not he truly pays his talent. So Ken and Jeff both got to Googling. So we're about to settle this debate right now. Let's see what you found, Mr. Ken Miller. How much does Mr. Tyler Perry, Mr. Heller, pay his people?
That's the thing. I don't even have to look it up. I know this, and it's already been told. Taraji has even talked about it. Tyler Perry pays more than anybody for black actors. He pays Cicely Tyson $1 million
just to give it to her.
Just for like 30 seconds in the movie. He paid Taraji $500,000 a movie. And they're not getting that in white Hollywood. Tyler Perry. Now I know you say this, his movie budgets are like super cheap, but for Madea to be $5 million, it makes $300 million.
Yeah, because here's the numbers for you. Because last year for 2022, he made $100 million in theater ticket sales, $30 million in videotape performances, and $20 million for merchandise. So
he paid.
All right. See what I do. I don't screw around with this. I got the numbers.
He does pay his people. It's every actor has ever worked for Tyler Perry has said the most money they ever made was doing a Tyler Perry film. And he does pay.
As of this year, his net worth is $1 billion.
Yeah, he does. Now his set, now the wigs and stuff, almost cussed again. The wigs and stuff be terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you some figures. I'm gonna give you some figures.
Okay, Ken,
you don't want them.
Rest. Go ahead, prosecution. Your witness.
Okay, here it works out. The maximum production budget he's had is $25 million. Okay, the average. He hasn't made a movie that has made over $100 million. The movies I'm looking at, from Tyler Perry's Madea, Tyler Perry's Boo 2, Boo 1, 73 worldwide. His average budget is around $20 million.
But he makes
a lot. That's why they use him, because he has low budget movies and he's able to do 3-4 times his budget. But the average movie he makes is under 20 or below a lot of times. So how are you going to pay everybody? And that includes marketing. That includes whatever budget you're using to promote and do all that stuff.
He on Black Twitter is free.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just telling you what the actors say. I see the budget low, but if Taraji is getting $65,000 a movie, which is what usually the minimum they are, and Tyler gets a $500,000, he's paying more. Maybe he's like, maybe he's like, y'all can have that production money. I'm gonna get the money on the back end. But every actor that has ever worked for him has said he pays them well. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe it's dope money. Maybe he's selling that power.
That's a possibility.
Wow.
But every black actor, that's why black actors be like, man, I do Tyler Perry.
Bro, you think
I be in the Tyler Perry movie?
You think them wigs are cheap?
Look, I've watched a couple of his series, The Haves and the Have-Nots, If Loving You Is Wrong, so on and so forth. And those sets, like, I would critique the sets all the time because I'm really big into cinematography.
Absolutely, yeah, man.
And he shoots out of Atlanta. He shoots a lot of these movies out of
his compound,
he got his own studios. And hey, you have your own studios, might as well record on them. There's no need to be recording on set. Which what you got permits, you got all these licensing and everything else that goes into shooting on location. He just puts it in his backyard and is able to market a lot off of it.
I actually heard that he makes a lot of his money from people paying to use those sets, paying to use those locations as well. Yeah.
And you know that set was like a Confederate. It used to be a Confederate fort, and he bought it and built his studio over it.
Oh, that's where Marvel shoots, in the same city around there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, bro.
Tyler Perry Studios. It's actually closed right now. It opens tomorrow at 8:00.
There you go. You looked it up.
It's 9:00 at night. Everything closed.
Oh, that's so funny. Hey, but before we go, guys, before we get going too far, I just heard something the other day from Patricio. He works at a law firm. He works at Aaron Moore's family law firm. And I didn't realize this when it comes to being accused of something. And I want to talk about a court case we talked about before with Mr. Coffin Ken. I didn't know this. You might have known this, man. There was a case where a character from Disney was accused of touching someone inappropriately. Jeff Kaufman,
about that.
Yeah, you did, because you were the lawyer who defended this person. Now, Jeff did something out of the ordinary in court. He put on the actual costume, and he was doing it to demonstrate how you couldn't really do what he was being accused of.
And as a performer,
yes, Patricio was a performer there as well.
Applauded you for that one, because we, as performers, we know the struggle that that other characters go through, and for you to put on the suit was, honest to God, like a badass move on your part.
Gotcha. Now,
well, let me tell you how this worked out, Patricio, because I appreciate that comment, but you might not have known I was working part-time at Disney at the time. And
he was. I forgot that. Yes,
and I knew what it was like, because I was Tigger Goofy height. And a week after I win that case, I show up back to Disney doing my one day like usual. I walked into a place called Parade Base, and they treated me like I had winged a poo at somebody.
Really?
Poo. I'm talking the hate and level. Oh, you spoiled the magic. Oh, you did this. I said, listen, I helped out one of our own for free.
Yeah.
And that was not the feeling that I got from these other people because they didn't understand. Listen, it wasn't about you as a character. It was about us as characters. And that, you know, there are people out there who will just sue and they will just want to go after you. And then they'll even, you know, get a criminal charge to help their civil case out. And that's what happens there. Now Disney is a right to work state. And
this is what I wanted to go into. I'm glad you brought that up, Jeff, because you ended up winning that court case, which is amazing. Yeah. This young man was cleared of charges. But I assumed if you get accused of something at a job, then you're found innocent, you just go back to work that next day. I found out from Patricio, he still got fired.
Well, Patricio probably needs a little more facts. Okay, I love you, dude.
By all means.
It didn't work like that.
Gotcha. Okay,
what happened like this is Michael got his job back. Michael went to work, and what happened is that he was ostracized by every people there. They were making these weird comments about what he did or didn't do on set, that he put his arm around people, he did these things because he was a pariah there. And
I didn't know
they figured out about 2 weeks later, I think it was a week or two later, they said, oh yeah, he put his arm around the character who was playing with another character, which is what you do on set. Sometimes you do this stuff, but because it's Michael, you know, they said, okay, you did this, you're out. And they kicked him out a week or two later for it. And that's exactly how that played out, because what happened was I was in with the union and I got him back in, and a week later, you know, they figured out a way to boot him. And that's what'll happen. For example, me, I would work at Disney. If you told me I could get my job back tomorrow, I would. They waited 6 months and just didn't renew my card. And they said, listen, we're not firing you. We're just not renewing your card. And I had worked there for 6-7 years, and I had never received a discipline, nothing, because I was such a Disney fan. I mean, I grew up with Disney. I love that place.
Yeah.
I believe in the cult. You take my son. I love that place. And that was the thing. When they were trying to option my comic book as a show for ABC Family, they said, you got any requests? I said, yeah, I want my job back at Disney. And, you know, that's how much I love that place, even though some of the high-end managers thought I embarrassed the company, which I didn't. I saved the company. You know, because they had pulled all the Tigger costumes and all the Tigger memorabilia that night until the verdict came out. And then Tigger's dancing again, you know, and you know, there were people, every Disney fan, you'll never see this in a case that involves, you know, a touching case. No, everyone was pro Tigger.
Yeah.
You know, that was amazing.
I normally don't do this, Jeff, but I'm gonna say it, bro. My Tigger.
Somebody gave me a t-shirt. It said, Tigger, free at last, free at last. That's the best gift I ever got.
That's funny.
But no, thank you for clearing that on my side, because I working there. I heard other stories, but thank you for clearing that up.
Man, I want you to know, sitting in those green rooms with a bunch of characters, they'll come up with a lot of weird stuff.
I know. Believe me. I was there for 2 years, so I totally understand that.
No, I love that place. I'm a huge fan, and for my friends in fur, you know, those are tough hours and tough days, and you know, stay safe.
And I will say this, man, because we're talking about Disney right now. Y'all be proud of me. My journey into riding roller coasters continues. I rode Rock and Roller Coaster this past.
Oh, that's a beast,
Disney, bro. Woo! I didn't know. Woo! Okay, Ken, you ride roller coasters, man?
I haven't rode them in years.
Rock and Roller Coaster goes from 0 to 80,000 miles per hour in 2 seconds.
Jesus.
It launches. Bro, I've never felt anything like that in my life. I thought I was ready. You know, I've been riding roller coasters. Bro, you literally feel like you're going to go through the seat because the force is pushing you back. So it's crazy. But yeah, after, you know,
why? What's the
he didn't have a childhood. He didn't do this as a kid.
My fears, man.
Not just scared. You, James. I'm just saying people in general. What is the love of this 80,000 miles per hour, bro?
Bro, because you know what? It's the thrill, it's the scare, and once you do it, you get off. It's that adrenaline rush.
Man, I think my legs will give. I think as soon as I get off the ride, bam. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do it. My head will not allow me to do those rides anymore.
You won't ride a roller coaster for real, Ken?
Nah,
not
man,
anymore,
not
man.
No more, man.
I'm gonna ride them to the day I tell.
Me too, bro. Ken, I even got a favorite roller coaster, dude. It's a Universal. Hagrid's. Hagrid's is one of the best damn roller coasters on the planet, dude.
And what's that one?
That's the one from Harry Potter. Hagrid, the guy that has all the beasts, the big tall guy.
The motorcycle ride.
Motorcycle guy. Yeah, man, bro. That ride is amazing. If there's anybody listening right now, James, Sean, you work at Universal. I got a pass. I got an annual, but I can't wait 2 hours to get on it. Oh, hook a brother up. Come on, man. Hook me up. Do it for Viola Davis.
Yo,
hey man, I'm still mad at the Oscars, man. Y'all not letting Viola Davis get an Oscar.
You know what happened? You know what happened?
What is it?
After they were watching Will Smith last year, and every white household goes, see?
Nope. See?
Oh, damn. On top of that, wasn't it produced by Will Packers? It was produced by a black dude at that.
Yep. See? This is what happens. Because the BET Awards.
I told y'all not to let them vote. See what happened?
You know what happened. And every racist white dude in the world goes, this is what happens.
Dumb stuff.
I've watched it. I haven't watched it in years. I used to, as a kid, everybody watched it.
It was interesting. It was interesting.
When did so many movies get nominated for Best Picture?
Last couple of years. It went from like 5 or 6 to like
10 movies. Yeah, like when did that start?
Tyler Perry produced 8 of them.
You think Angela Bassett will win the Best Supporting since she won the Golden Globe?
Okay, here's what I've learned in the past. They love great stories. It would be a great story, but I don't know if they'll give it to her.
Yeah, because she's going up against that Everything Everywhere.
Hey,
whatever.
Okay,
not the lead.
No, this is supporting.
But the supporting was a dude for that movie. It was the Asian guy got supported, not the woman. The woman's for Best Actress, right?
Yeah, she got it for Best Actress, but for the Best Supporting Actress for the Oscars is Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie. I can't say her last name
from that movie. Yeah,
from that movie. Everything.
I only remember the 2 main actors: the kid from Short Round and the wife.
Short Round.
He did.
I love him, by the way.
Yeah,
I do.
They got a lot of nominations for that movie. Yo.
I want the guy who played Elvis. I want that guy.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Bro, that was a good movie. Ooh. I don't care what you think about Elvis. That was a good movie.
That dude was good.
I'm gonna be real with you. Looking at the 10 best pictures, out of all of them that I saw, Top Gun would be my favorite one.
That was a great movie. I can't say it wasn't. That was a great movie, man.
Top Gun will probably be my vote for best movie.
They ain't gonna get it, but it
ain't gonna get it. It'll be. I think it'll be the Everything Everywhere movie. I think that or Avatar.
You see, I saw that movie and I loved it, but it like lasted an extra 30 minutes.
It
got weird. The last 30 minutes.
We had nothing but a great time tonight. We actually ran out of time for one of the first times ever. Thank y'all for listening to us. On behalf of myself, James John, Jeff Kaufman, Patricio, and Ken Miller. Thank y'all for listening. Ken Miller, tell what to do, bro.
Take your ass to bed
and don't bring your kids.